Lady Harris from Connex, can you talk us through the changes?
Sure. The main thing that we've tried to do here is make a smarter use of the floor space of these trains. It's not just about ripping seats out, it's actually about making modifications that improve the dwell times at the various stations. We'll try and get back to the timetable where we're stopping at train stations more like 20 seconds as opposed to 40 seconds. So actually recessing these windshields so that even on a crowded train, when we have people standing on each side, we can still have improved passenger flows for that dwell time. We've increased the number of handholds and bars, including this vertical bar, various horizontal bars from the ceiling, and a lot more bars from the tops of the seats and also up to the ceiling. So you can see here the increased space in the vestibule and beyond will encourage people to move further down the passageways and hopefully free up some of that space to reduce the crowding in the doorways.
What's the initial feedback you're getting in particular? What do people think about the reduction in the number of seats?
So far we've actually had fairly positive feedback. We've had a video of the modified unit on our website which people are leaving their comments at, and we've also had a lot of consultation with various user groups including Public Transport Users Association as well as the Public Transport Access Committee. So people with mobility aids, with bicycles, mums with prams, and that way we can actually take into account the various needs of those different user groups. Behind the driver door at the opposite end of this carriage is actually a designated area just for people with mobility aids. It has much clearer signage on the floor and signs above the seats which show that that is a place for people with wheelchairs and other mobility aids. And we've also got Bikes for Victoria down to be able to talk to us about their needs in storing bikes on trains.
And have you got any preliminary results from your tests in terms of dwell times, which of course is the aim of the game?
We're doing some fairly in-depth testing, both qualitative and quantitative. So we've got people out at the stations actually testing how long it's taking people to get on and off this train versus the 3-car unmodified, which will be coupled up with. And we're also doing head counts to see what kind of numbers we're getting on the carriages, and we're also doing a lot of discussion and consultation with people who are using the trains to find out what they actually think about the train and whether it is in fact doing all the things we want it to do. Obviously to roll out these modifications across the entire fleet would be a very costly exercise. It's not something that we or the government would go into lightly, so we need to make sure that we're making the right decision and that in fact the changes we've made are the right ones. So preliminary feedback is positive, but we'll continue to test.
Thank you, Lainey Harris.